Hey everybody, Space Goats here. I'm gonna do a little quick video tonight. I did a little shopping today. I made a quick run up to Kansas City. We had to go drop off a critter to some people we know and deliver. And while I was there, I went to MicroCenter, which would be the live in your mama's basement nerds heaven, I suppose. Got some good deals today. I'm going to talk about some of the deals I got, and as you can see from the parts that I have sitting here, I have another build coming. I got a guy that contacted me last week, asked about building a custom computer. He's seen some of the systems that I've done for a couple people now, and he wants a all custom, maybe a little bit of water cooling in there. I have some used parts and stuff I can kind of throw in and kind of keep the cost down for them. So, anyways, let's get to the parts. All right, as for parts, we're going to start off with the Lee 011 dynamic case. As you can tell, this was a open box clearance item. At MicroCenter, most of what I buy anymore from them is always the open box stuff. This case, originally 140 bucks, you can buy it for $112. The box is not tore up. I've looked inside the little hole when I purchased it, and it appears that the case hasn't ever even actually been out of the bag. So hopefully, if I can, I'll try to open them up when I'm in the store, make sure the case is good, because this does have a tempered glass on it. I did not do that today, but I'm not too concerned about it. I can get another glass front if I have to, or I'll take it back and return it. Also, to go with our 011, I picked up a upright display unit for GPU. There again, this is another open box item, normally like $80. Picked up for 64 bucks. I said I buy a lot of open box stuff from MicroCenter. Some of the stuff they have, it just depends on what it is. Sometimes they're not even open yet. They're still brand new in the box. They were just like a new item return that they sell as open box. We got some black and green cable sleeves. I picked up this motherboard here mainly because, well, I needed a motherboard for one. And also, this is the CPU. I pulled it out of the box, inspected the pins on it, make sure everything was good to go. This was also an open box. This is a Ryzen 3600X, $190 open box from MicroCenter. If you buy a motherboard and a processor, you get $20 off your motherboard purchase. So no matter what, I always buy a motherboard. I have a couple of motherboards that are brand new in the box. I've never even used them before, but they were real cheap B450 boards, and they're only like 45, 50 bucks. Well, if I'm buying a cheap processor, even if the processor is an open box processor, you still get the $20 discount. So it's kind of dumb not to buy a motherboard for a few bucks. I mean, the money that you saved on the open box plus the $20 off the motherboard, you basically get a free motherboard with your processor. I also picked up 360 millimeter rad. We got some bright green ass fluid for the next build, and I'm going to be using a EK 011 dynamic water block. It includes the pump, everything in this. It's a pump water block combo. Matter of fact, I'll probably do a little unboxing video on this thing a little later. I've never used one of these blocks. I've used a lot of EK stuff. Matter of fact, this is an EK water reservoir. My other system is all EK water pump, reservoir, water block. It's all EK. I've had really good luck with them. They make really good stuff. Typically they're a bit more expensive, but you get what you pay for, I suppose. And I have a stack of SSDs. As you can tell, all of these are purchased open box. This one actually was opened. 970 Evo 1 terabyte drive for $100. 980 Pro 4th gen, and these are 7,000 megabytes second read speeds on these little drives. I actually have a 1 terabyte drive over in my main system. This is going to be a 500 gig one. This will be for a boot drive for the new system. So I'll end up putting one of the 980 Pro, and I'll end up putting a 970 in there, 1 terabyte for storage, and the 500 gig drive for a boot drive for this new system. Now, the new system is going to have this 3600X in it. I may switch it out for a 37. Once my water block shows up for my new card, I'm going to end up having an extra GPU. I'll end up having the 2080 Super that's over here. I'm switching this 2080 Super out for a 3080 Tough card when my water block shows up. So I'll end up having an extra graphics card that I'll put with this motherboard, and I do believe a 3600X will work, but I think it'll be a little bottlenecked by the CPU, but it's what I have, and if the price is right. Back to the hard drives. I got a stack of 860 Evos. These are all 1 terabyte drives. Some of the pricing changed a little bit, but $91 for this ones, and I paid $90 or $80 for these two. Now I bought these two a few weeks ago, last month when I was up in Kansas City. I bought these two today, so it just depends on if it was on sale, when it was returned, what the original price was. You can see here this was $115. This one says it was $100. So it just depends on the pricing of the week. And that's it. And I picked up some water line today because I ran out on my last build. I used a lot more water line than I thought I was going to, and I had one piece left. So alrighty, that was my trip to Kansas City. These are going to be the next build. I will end up using you can see it back here. I will end up using the 1000 watt G3 they got sitting here. It is brand new, sitting in the box still. I do have a 3070 sitting over here. I haven't decided what I was going to do with it yet or not. I don't really want to use it in this system since I'm going to do all water cooling in this system, but it just depends. I will have another CPU show up tomorrow, and I'll have my test bench up and running. So I'll probably throw this on the test bench so that I can get it up and running. But all right, guys. Well, that's a quick little recap of my adventures to MicroCenter. Like I said, if you guys are shopping for parts and a little afraid of the open box stuff, man, I've bought so much open box stuff from MicroCenter over the last 2 years. I try to almost every CPU that I buy is all open box, and I've so far, knock on wood, I've never had a CPU go bad. I've never had one of these SSDs bad. I don't buy open box motherboards mainly because if I buy an open box CPU, I can't get the $20 off on the motherboard. So yeah, stick one half dozen the other. I've never had a open box GPU bad at MicroCenter. So I've had really good luck, and I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars at MicroCenter. I can't even tell you how much money I've spent at MicroCenter over the last couple years. Way too much. But all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna end the video off there, and I'll catch you all in the next one.